everyone, Les here, Chief Analyst of BG Trading Australia. I hope you are well. Today is 22nd of August 2024 and there was a disaster day for Megaport, which the SX code is MP1. We're going to be analyzing this stock, talk about FY24 full year result announcement. And what did we learn? Because we did buy yesterday in speculation. Obviously, it wasn't a big position, but we bought in speculation of a positive result and a positive market reaction. Unfortunately, there was a positive result but negative market reaction. What did we learn with this, and whether this is in line to what we discussed in a couple of videos ago when we talk about 40 stocks that have the opposite of what happened here at Megaport, a low expectation and potential the result exceed market low expectation, which we don't need much to happen. Whereas Megaport, we had a high expectation, the market had a really high expectation, and the company delivered a positive result, but not as good as the expectation, and that's why it fell. Let's have a look. Remember, this is not a financial advice, it's just from BG Trading, sharing with you how we apply BGS 20 strategies together with our VIP members to chase 20 to 40% profit. Trading a small, mid, and large cap stocks using BGS 20 strategy. How we set up targets, stop losses, how we avoid FOMO, and much more. All in this channel. So if you like, please subscribe. And also, I wanted to invite you to look into become a member of our free Facebook community, where we post a lot of great quality content, results as well, and many other things. Remember, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. That will help us. Hit the button down right there. Anyway, let's understand what happened with the Megaport, with the report today. So when the report was released this morning, so we went through, we started reading really quickly because we did open a position in speculation. There was a speculative trade, and we highlight that to our VP members. Speculative trade, speculating that the result would be positive and the stock would go up. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. I'm sorry about that, but we had to cut to trim our losses, and even though we had a stop loss at $11 and we could only sell for what the open price was, which is $9.50, so it was about 20% loss on this particular trade, unfortunately. So we can't win all the time, and that's when we go to a speculative trade. We normally open small positions just to see how it goes. But anyway, interesting enough, and the financial result was positive in every single metric. So Megaport was wrapped up FY24 with a record-breaking performance. That's what happened, record-breaking performance. But the market expectation was way too high, with a higher expectation than the company has delivered. And then this is also a reason that even though the company is reporting positively, is a reason for the stock to fall. And it brings us to the question whether we should be buying the stock before the financial report released, or we just should wait. There are flip sides. At the end of the day, it's 50% chance. So you'll be speculating anyway. And this is one of the reasons, if you are conservative, to look into not take positions before the financial result, because that is what could happen. So anyway, let's keep moving forwards with this update. Bottom line here was the company has reported a very strong revenue. So 28% increase, reaching $195.3 million. This substantial rise reflects the company's effective scaling and expanding market presence. Maybe the market was expecting 100% increase on the revenue. Remember, revenue is not everything if the company becomes profitable. And that's exactly what happened with Megaport. So a surge of EBITDA, so if you know what EBITDA means, earning before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization. So we saw a dramatic increase of the earnings. So up 182%. However, that wasn't good enough for the market, which ended up selling the stock. The company lost 20% of its market capitalization, unfortunately, and that was only in a few hours. This improvement has proven that the company operational efficiency and the cost management has been very, very positive. However, once again, that wasn't enough. The market wanted more. So another aspect here that, again, like shows that the company is still improving and then it's positive is that the company net cash flow was positive, $28 million cash flow positive. You know, you don't want to be in a high interest rates environment in a company that is a negative cash flow. So we are out of this. However, the market didn't like it. They might expect it $40 million positive cash flow. Who knows? First profit after tax. This is what I wanted to highlight here. Megaport has reported for the first time $9.6 million profit after tax, where it was compared to a net loss in FY23. FY24 brought you up net profitability. And this is exactly what we wanted to look at. It is no doubt a milestone that underscores the company's move towards sustained profitability. The market still didn't like that. That's okay. Expansion in key performance indicators. Again, Megaport outlook has showed a positive indication that the company will continue to grow, but not at what probably the market was expecting. And I'm going to talk about that now. But before that, let's talk about potential concerns. Maybe the market focus on that. Investment in growth. It's very likely that we'll see Megaport investing in growth. It is at the end of the day a growth stock. And that normally brings some cost to the shareholders. Reduce profitability and reduce the EBITDA as well. Which, look, from a long-term perspective is not a negative thing if you know where the company is investing to, but from the short-term prospect, it is a negative thing. Maybe the market freaked out on that. Another thing that I noticed is obviously we're trying to find a narrative why the stock fell 20% even though the company reported positive. But let's talk about the outlook for FY25. Let's say you haven't bought the stock and you want to be buying now. This is not a bad stock if you're buying at technically discounted price. And I said before, we don't want to buy at formal levels. We bought at technically fair price, but still we took a big toll, and that's what happens in trades sometimes, you know. So outlook for FY25, okay? So on a full presentation, like Megaport has provided a EBITDA guidance for FY25, which was in the range of $57 million to $65 million. This year was $57 million EBITDA profit. So which means steady EBITDA with potential to increase to $65 million if the company delivers the earnings at the high bracket of this guidance. So what looks to me is that the problem, this is where where this sell-off problem lies, is the weak growth outlook on the earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization. That's where I think the big problem is. Market was expecting a brighter outlook for FY25. which could be a good opportunity now that we have the full result and the outlook. If Megaport falls further at technically discounted price, we will see the stock potentially falling at a considerably discounted price, maybe $8, or could even bounce tomorrow. And then that's if it falls further, then there would be opportunity to buy a high quality company that is set to keep improving its earnings in FY25. Nothing really excited. I think that was the problem anyway. Now, one thing I want to highlight, companies like this, the outlook for macroeconomic conditions within the next 6 to 12 months is it's going to be very positive, provided that we have an interest rates cut. So that directly benefits tech stocks like Megaport. I think this was a little bit of overreaction anyway, and a bit of frustration that the outlook for FY25 is not fantastic. It's still positive, still a company that is becoming sustainably profitable. But I think the market was overexcited, and then when the market is overexcited and the report is good but not fantastic, then the stock crashes. That's the trade-off anyway. But again, this is not a bad stock. It's a high quality growth stock, which has been becoming profitable this year, and most likely will be profitable in FY25 if they don't have any unforeseen one-off costs. Essentially generating a good opportunity to buy this stock technically discounted price. So we won't be looking at this now, but to buy this now, this is what we traded yesterday. We bought here, just not at the close, just a little bit before the closing. And then we had this fall here. We had stop loss at $11, and this is the problem with stop loss, guys. I want to be very clear on this. If you try chase reports like we've just been doing here. The problem with stop loss is if the stop loss is set $11 and the stock opens at $9.50, and then you have a sell order in the market that will sell at $9.50, which means you take the full loss here. That's exactly what happened to us, because we had stop loss in case something was going wrong at the $9.50. We end up selling at the open at $9.50, and it was a big loss by a small position. So look, we should not care too much, but again, it hurts and is annoying. And I know we had some VIP members in this speculating a positive result as well, and I feel sorry about that anyway. If you really want to be conservative, again, and look, it's not a learning. We knew that already, so we even highlighted yesterday. You can buy, but we be speculating a positive result. If it doesn't happen, then we'll crash. So it was positive, but not as good as expected. That's the problem with stocks like this. Anyway, outlook for Megaport is positive from the macroeconomic aspect. Fundamental aspect is positive, and technically, look, I'm dare to say this. It's actually not bad technically as well. So I think now is a free to trade, and I think worth it. Look into this if it falls to $8. Now that we have confirmation of the result, and the confirmation that that we have interest rates cut, that should benefit. But I think we could fall a little bit further here. The stock could fall a little bit further here, and then maybe bounce back for 20%. Anyway, that's all for today. Let us know what you think about Megaport result, and what you thought about our comments in this video as well. Make sure you really put the comments, because we invest a lot of time putting together this content, and we expect some good interaction to bring more value to this channel for all the viewers as well. And then we'll be answering every single question or comment, so make sure you won't be wasting time by commenting our videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye.